Morning to all my dear students. So here again I'm with you with my another video on the same chapter, The Thief's Story. Now let's see what happens next in the story. So first read out and find so that we can find out the answers of these oral comprehension check questions. How does the Anil think? How does the thief think Anil will react to the theft? What does he say about the different reaction of people when they are robbed? Does Anil realize that he has been robbed? Anil was asleep. A beam of moonlight stepped over the balcony and fell on the bed. I sat up on the floor, considering the situation. If I took the money, I could catch the 10:30 express to Lucknow. Slipping out of the blanket, I crept up to the bed. Anil was sleeping peacefully. His face was clear and unlined. Even I had more marks on my face, though mine were mostly scars. My hand slid under the mattress, searching for the notes, and I found them. I drew them out without a sound. Anil sighed in the sleep and turned on the side towards me. I was startled and quickly crawled out of the room. When I was on the road, I began to run. I had the notes at my waist, held there by the string of my pajamas. I slowed down to a walk and counted the notes, 600 rupees in 50s. I could live like an all rich Arab for a week or two. So Hari started his work when Anil was sleeping. There was a little bit light over Anil's bed because of the moonlight that was coming in from the window. Hari sat on the floor and planned that if he took the money, he could leave the city by the 10:30 p.m. by Lucknow express train. Hari then crawled towards the bed and slipped his hand slowly inside the bed mattress. He looked at Anil, who was sleeping peacefully without any single line on his face, and Hari's face had so many scars on it. He realized that although he was much younger than Anil, he had such a bad appearance due to his wrong thinking. On the other hand, Anil was carefree and thought good for others, because of which he had such a nice face. Hari then took out the notes without making any sound. Anil took a breath in his sleep and turned his side. He was directly facing Hari, which scared him a bit, and Hari quickly left the room. As soon as Hari left the room and was on the road, he started running and had kept the notes in his pajamas. He had tied it with a string of pajama. Then after a while, Hari slowed down and counted the notes. He had 12 notes of 50 rupees each, which made it 600 rupees. So all notes were in 50s. So he thought that now he could live a luxurious life like an Arab sheikh for at least 2 weeks. So he was so happy over this thought. When I reached the station, I didn't stop at the ticket office. I had never bought a ticket in my life, but dashed straight to the platform. The Lucknow Express was just moving out. The train had still to pick up speed, and I should have been able to jump into one of the carriages, but I hesitated for some reason I can't explain, and I lost the chance to get away. When the train had gone, I found myself standing alone on the deserted platform. I had no idea where to spend the night. I had no friends, believing that friends were more trouble than help. And I did not want to make anyone curious by staying at one of the small hotels near the station. The only person I knew really well was the man I had robbed. Leaving the station, I walked slowly through the bazaar. Then Hari Singh said, When I reached the station, I didn't stop at the ticket office because he had never bought a ticket in his life, but always directly went to the platform only. So it was a time for the Lucknow Express, but the train had still to pick up the speed and it was just about to jump. Then Anil was thinking just to board the train, but he was even hesitating. He was reluctant in doing so for some reason. Even he couldn't explain that what was the reason that was resisting him to board the train. And eventually, by chance, he just lost the train and stayed there. So when the train had gone, I found myself standing alone on the deserted plane, as all the passengers had already left, and he was just standing alone on the platform, on the deserted platform, as there was no other one. So I had no idea where to. So he had no idea that where to go, where to spend the night, as he had no friends, because he believed that the friends are more trouble than help, that they create problems. So that's why he didn't believe in making friends. So he even thought that not to taking the any of the room in the hotel because it may create any suspicion on him. So the only person to whom he knew well was the man to whom he had robbed before coming to the station. So he was in just this thought process and he started walking slowly through the bazaar. In my short career as a thief, I had made a study of men's faces. When they had lost their goods, the greedy man showed fear, the rich man showed anger, the poor man showed acceptance. But I knew that Anil's face, when he discovered the theft, would slow only a touch of sadness, not for loss of money but for the loss of trust. So here the question that has been asked is, how does the thief think Anil will react to the theft? Hari Singh said that the greedy man showed fear and the rich man showed anger, but the careless man like Anil even wouldn't realize that he had been robbed. But the only thing that could hurt him is the loss of the trust. So even it was becoming very difficult for Hari Singh to rob him, because he had studied the faces of the different men and their different reactions. So he said that the greedy man, while being robbed, he showed fear. The rich man shows anger, but the poor man showed acceptance. But Anil was different from all of them. He even wouldn't bother that he had been robbed, but the only thing that would hurt him, the loss of trust. I found myself in the Maidan. I found myself in the Maidan and sat down on a bench. The night was chilly. It was early November, and a light drizzle added to my discomfort. Soon it was raining quite heavy. Soon it was raining quite heavy. My shirt and pajamas stuck to my chin, and a cold wind blew the rain across my face. So when the narrator, when Hari Singh was thinking then what to do, he was in a dilemma, and he was thinking about his short career as a thief, and he was thinking that what is to be done. So he was just standing. He eventually found himself that he was in the Maidan, and there he sat down on a bench. That was a chilly night. It was in November, and so that a slight drizzle added to the discomfort, that there was a gentle rain that started. So his shirt and pajamas got wet, and that's why they just stuck to his skin, and a cold wind was blew with the rain. I went back to the bazaar and sat down in the shelter of the clock tower. The clock showed midnight. I felt for the notes. They were damp from the rain. Anil's money in the morning he would probably have given